It never should be anymore. The violence, the gun, the door going off, the raid, the screaming. Do you know what I mean? That shouldn't, if it's now a corporate thing, it should be treated like a corporate thing everywhere. It should be like a driving license offense.
Yeah, yeah, and that suddenly, having operated in this industry for quite a long time, yeah, we were suddenly told, yeah, so our activity in the US actually, which we were just when the Farm Bill came through, we'd been operating there previous to the Farm Bill and had always been a little bit concerned about the way we were doing things. But suddenly after the Farm Bill came in, whilst working with lawyers, is that was the refreshing thing, is being told that you get a letter in the post rather than someone knocking on your door or coming through your door in the middle of the night. Which is why, yeah, our focus has been over in the US, and that's the way it should be, absolutely. And they are now, you know, having been the country that was the most terrifying with their drug laws, are probably the ones that will progress quickest. I guess maybe Canada and places have previously, but I think the US is where the heart of the cannabis industry is for certainly for us. But increasingly, I think for new products, innovation, and the like, it's a lot, genetics. The US is the country to look at.
Yeah, I think 100%. For obviously, like Spain is obviously an incredible breeding ground and space for it within Europe.
The fact is, the problem with Spain being is that it's been this kind of semi-legality that nothing can be done quite openly. As soon as you can do things legally, which you can on a state level in the US, you can do massive pheno hunts.
yeah,
You
that
can
was
do things
yeah.
at scale and do things openly, and that really improves the way you do things. The people coming in and looking, the auditing of process and product and the like. So yeah, which Spain just doesn't quite yet have, which we would love to see there because
Yeah,
we love Spain.
it was sort of prior to trying to read the article in my head. Was it the Dynafem? I think was one of the companies that got caught at
Yeah,
that
Dynafem
huge
have been
raid
shut down. Yeah, about well,
kind of
4 years
good few
ago now,
years ago.
maybe.
Yeah, so yeah, I remember that shook up a lot of people because everyone was like, no, everyone's. I mean, to tell an anecdote, I'm not gonna say who it was. Somebody flew me out to Ronda in northern Spain, and
Yeah, I know Ronda.
they took me to a field, 250,000 plants, and I was like, holy shit, this is a big plot. And he took us. We met the fucking local mafia in that. And then met the local cop that was obviously because everyone gets paid. The village got paid because the
Yeah,
workers from the village came and worked in the thing. So it was they obviously were quasi licensed, as it were. But yeah, there's a lot of systems like that where I would almost rather see that in a way that those people directly on the ground sort of benefit. But as you say, once you go into that protection, people are popping 10,000 fucking seeds to find a genetic, and it really allows for that. But it also then kind of bottlenecks it because then the American palate will determine what comes out. This is why we end up with a lot of the everything getting crossed with cookies and shit for a while, and we end up with these bottlenecks of genetics where people go, "That's the hype one, plus this. I'm the next hype." Do you know what I mean?
well, that's yeah, following demand, and we try not to do that, but we're definitely in that realm, and we have to be commercial as well. So
Mhm.
I have to tread carefully here, but yeah, I mean, they'll set the tastes, I guess, to a degree, but yeah, it's not. I mean, a lot of it is that's where the hype is coming from at the moment, and we're not so much about the hype genetics because we want stuff that is has proved its performance really, and that
Mhm.
we can trust a bit more than hype, and also you know, there's seeds are already pretty expensive. There's just got to be a cut-off point where I just don't feel comfortable selling seeds higher than,
Yeah.
if you know what I mean, because I know what they cost to produce, albeit R&D can be expensive, I guess.
Mhm.
Um, but yeah, I think that's why the hype is coming out of a lot of those breeders in the kind of Humboldt, LA, San Francisco region, Californian region, really. And I think that's for a reason, is that they've been doing things a bit longer than most people. A lot of them moved over to get involved with the kind of Dutch market to be legal whenever it was 20, 30 years ago. And now they're back and doing it on their home turf and doing it successfully and legally and openly.